Hi, this is BB. Regarding gang stalking and trying to figure out what this could possibly mean and what it could possibly be. Um, Technology is one of the ways to look at the vampire. They call them psychic vampires or energy vampires or something. But I think it goes a little bit more than that. Like I said, this goes a little deeper. This has a more sinister connotation. This is a group of people or one person perpetrating or orchestrating a group of people for a purpose. There's a reason. They need something from whomever the target is. Whether the target is one person, two people, or group, or family. They want something from that person. Because again, as we're beginning to see or learn that gang stalkers get paid, get just like everybody else. It's like a job for them. They get paid literally by the hour for this thing. So if they get paid by the hour, it's like who is paying them and why? And what does that have to do with the targeted individual? The one who is being victimized. What does it have to do with the person in each situation, each circumstance? What is it that this person has that they want or they're trying to accomplish here? See, I'm looking at it that way in terms of bringing legal action against people, getting to understand why so people can safeguard themselves. For me personally, I'm a practical person. And if something is being done to a person for a long time or prolonged period of time, then there has to be a reason behind it. Especially if there is gang stalking and the people are being paid, whether they're being paid in drugs or whether they're being paid in cash or they're being paid with the promise of money, it doesn't matter. There's something that the targeted individual has that the person wants, because the person who is doing the paying, the employer basically of these people, how are they getting paid? How are they making money? Where are they getting their income from to fulfill their own personal needs and to pay stalkers? They seem to have a shitload of money. Now, where are they getting it from? Interesting question, isn't it? Where are they getting all these funds from? Is it just falling out of the sky? Are they printing money? What are they getting it from? I have a feeling, I keep stressing this, is something, each targeted individual, or most of them, in my case, I think it's because of money. It could be my grandma's stamps, it could be my inheritance from my dad, and if my mom left money. I personally did not make that much money for people to, personally accumulated that much money in my lifetime for my own efforts and my own initiative and my own ingenuity and creativity to get the interest or get noticed by gang stalkers. Not that I know of what I'm saying. I have a successful online business, but I can't see somebody trying to kill me for that. I don't know though. How low can you go? I don't know. How low can they go? That they would kill me for a website, kill me for a business that's mine, that I created from scratch. Because the same business they're trying to destroy, of course. Well, what they're doing is preventing me from working it. By damaging every time I put my ads out to get clients, the ads are being messed with. So therefore, no clients. And people are just like, you'll find like a lot of robot calls or spamming, a lot of spamming. One of the things you'll notice that you'll get a lot of a lot of text messages coming from ladies, these fictitious women wanting to have sex, all kinds of spam stuff. One of the things I read about 2 or 3 months ago is that the iPhone, you don't need to click on a text message now for them to take over the iPhone. They just need to send a message to the iPhone and they've already hacked into it. I'm not sure It's like nothing is safe anymore. But there are those who will come and they will steal. They will get your credit card information, get your debit card information, take out some money, and they're gone. But then there are those with the stalker, and then there's the ransomware. What I believe also, it's instead of coming at you for ransomware, they're holding you ransom from a different point of view. Sometimes people can say, well, their families are being threatened, their lives are being threatened, which I think the victim of gang stalking itself is like, your life is being threatened. It is, because it causes so much distress. The main goal, you can die of a heart attack anytime. You don't know. They can take it too far and cause something really bad to happen to you. In my case, I really believe the person, they just want me dead. Because they are actually spritzing and spraying. I don't know what they're doing. At night I hear somebody outside, but I know if I open the door, there's going to be no one there. And I call the cops will come, they look, it's an empty space, there's no one there. It's just my word, they're gone. What are the cops going to do? Nothing. I actually told the cops already and showed them the hacking, where they hacked into Google, my Google Ads account, they racked up this money. I took it, they didn't do anything. They tell you flat out they can't handle hacking. Even if you can show them X amount of dollars being stolen or there's fraud here or whatever, they can't handle it. And then if you send it to the cyberstalking.gov or something, it's on there, cybercrime, cyberstalking, and you fill out the online stuff and you send it. If you're being hacked, it just hopefully it gets there and they don't intercept it and just delete it. That's another thing. That's one of the things I thought of, because I sent it twice within a matter of 2 or 3 months apart, and no one responded to me. No one even texted me to say, well, we received this, is there something wrong, is this still happening? Or what do you think is happening? Even if it's just to humor me, nothing at all. The second part of that is that I did it twice on the paper. We went to Oklahoma. They were closed. They were not taking people. Got the form from the guard, filled it out, sent twice in. Twice I sent it in. Nobody responded. But again, that could be a product of the hacking, because the hacking, they're filtering phone calls. They're filtering phone calls. For example, I had listed my business on Google. That's free, right? Not Google advertising, but just Google itself. And according to Google, for the last month, I had 162 interactions. Not views, but interactions. Guess how many of those interactions I got? 1. What happened to the 161? I don't know. See, it's almost like my life is being divvied up already. That's what I said. I feel like my life is being divvied up. It's being parceled out. Because they're probably angry that I'm not dead already. They're probably angry that I'm not dead already. So what have they done? If they're hacking, is it possible that they could tack on life insurance on me? Is it possible they could tack on life insurance? Because if I have stamps, if I have a website that's valuable, that is making money, they can rack up life insurance. It's a couple of $1 million or more. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is the new wave. This is the new age terrorists. I call them terrorists. I call them terrorists. I call them terrorism. I don't know. For me, it's terrorizing me. So what? Give me a different terminology to call it. They're hacking. They're hacking. They can hack into places, change up some stuff. I mean, come on, if they can hack into your iPhone with just sending a message, what's to say that they're not hacking into databases? So I don't know. And I know that sounds really bad. And right now the voice is in my head. She's telling me, be careful. It's like she's trying to egg me on to do this because the FBI will now single me out. Let them. Let them. At least I'm getting some notice. I'm getting some notice. Somebody needs to bring these people down. somebody needs to bring them down, because I believe this is not right what they're doing. I mean, think of what I'm saying. I found that on the internet. There's this place called Alpine Security. I tried to upload the video that I found there, but I don't know how. Alpine, just go on YouTube, type in Alpine Security, and there's a video on nanotechnology. It's a little chip like they put inside your body, and it's supposed to give them data on what's happening, on helping. It's supposed to help certain areas. It's supposed to help. What if there's a flip side to that? To every action, there's a positive, there's an equal and opposite, an equal and reaction, equal and opposite reaction, right? To every action. So what if there's somebody who can actually turn that around and do the flip side to what the technology was designed for? What if somebody can do that? Don't understand. I don't understand. Like, what would be the point of that? Because there's good stuff that this chip can do, but there's also if you look at the targeted areas of what's the functionality of it is, what it can do for the human body. What if it can do the flip side to that also, programmed the wrong way? Because obviously, if there's something inside of my body and somebody's getting information off it, somebody is also controlling it to an extent. Somebody is just giving data outside of me to someone outside, remote. So, what if it can do good? What if it can do the opposite as well? Technology like this should, in the right hands, it would do great things. Great things. It can help with my thing is, like, I'd like to see limbs being, there's a regrowth of limbs, a regrowth of spinal damage, a regrowth and a healing of heart muscles, vascular health, stroke. What if there are people who would use that technology to create this in the human body? All I'm saying, they've got to strengthen and tighten on their security. Strengthen and tighten on their security. Not any knucklehead. Not any knucklehead. Thief. Stalker. Should get a hold of these technology. They need to buckle down and triplicate on their security. And they need to give people like me and others out there, many others out there, an ear to listen to, find out. There's some people who are hearing voices that do need help. That do need help. They're just off their meds, but for my personal, you identify them because they're always mumbling to themselves. They do need help. But then there are those who are really trying to get their lives together, but they're getting knocked down every time they go. Not by life, but by actual people seeking to destroy everything they do. And I'm not talking in the biblical sense, like some spiritual stuff. Somebody's, like the devil made me do it, or God didn't want me to have it. Not that. No. I'm talking about people actually actively messing with you. I know the difference. And those of you who this is happening to, know what I'm talking about. You will always have somebody trying to minimize it and make you look like a kook. I really don't care for them. I mean, they're entitled to their own opinion. They can talk from now and try to make me look like a kook until doomsday. I wish it would make the hackers stop, but unfortunately they won't help me. It's not gonna do a damn thing to make the hackers stop or make the gang stalking stop. The only thing is for us to band together and educate ourselves and get law enforcement to help. Get them to help. That's all I'm saying. Look at Alpine Security and look, it's called nanotechnology. I tried to upload it, but it didn't go through. So stay safe and contact me, message me, or leave a message, a comment. It doesn't matter. Again, I'm not here to minimize anybody's opinion. I'm not here to change anybody's mind. I'm not here to show anybody the light or the truth. I'm just here to, this is what's happening to me. And if it's happening to me, it's going to be happening to somebody else out there. Because it is what it is. The people who are doing this to me cannot be the only set of people who are doing this. I just think this, you can't fight them because they don't come in your face. That's the thing. You can't have a head-to-head, like you can't really have like a talk it out or a heated session or a burst of anger to a physical person. You can't, because they're cowards. They don't come in your face. They don't come in your face. They stay behind the scenes and they mess with you. This is why I call them cowards. But if this is happening to you and it's been happening to you for a while, the things to look for is they will try to keep you awake all the time. They'll mess with your sleep. And they'll try to tear down your self-esteem, try to make you feel like everybody is laughing at you, talking about you. Lack of sleep and that kind of programming, even from the walls or whatever, does affect a person. At some point it starts to break down. It starts to alter the reality in a negative way. You could be the most positive person, and that will start to affect your reality in a negative way. So the thing is, let's look at it this way. We need to start looking for people who can be a support system, and we need to start being support systems for those who needs us. So if it's happening, look out for the lack of sleep. They'll make noise. You'll see the same vehicle, the same pickup, or the same car circling all the time. You will see people following you. And it's the hardest thing when you see it and you tell them, you say something to somebody whom you trust and you hope that they have your back, and then they say, you're crazy. And you've seen the people, they're stalking you. You see the same thing all the time. You see it. And you know that they're doing it on purpose. It's not an FBI investigation. It's not a police sting operation. It's just some knuckleheads wanting to get a hold of money. Something you have that they want. And you're standing, your life, your breath of life is standing in the way of them, and they change. Which is really your change. But they want it. They feel entitled to it. No, they can't win. They can't. We're not going to let them win. They can't win.